Hey there everybody, today I'll be talking about Red Purple Luffy, who's meant to be beating Sakazuki left, right and centre, but I don't see it played anywhere on the internet right now. However, I put my own build together and hope you enjoy it. So here we have a 3-lifed Monkey D. Luffy with a 6,000 attack, so Mr. Whitebeard himself is no longer the only one. Activate main, once per turn. If you have 0 Don cards on the field, or 8 or more Don cards on the field, add up to 1 Don card from the Don deck and set it as active. Yeah, you need a lot of defense with this character for 3 life. Lovely, with 6,000 attack. I think it's phenomenal. However, number 1 waifu for everybody who plays Luffy is Nami. I play 4 of these searchers. 1,000 counter, 1 cost and 2,000 attack. Look at the top 5 cards of your life deck. So top of your deck in general. Add a Straw Hat Crew card type other than Nami and put the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order. 4 of them. We have 3 Chopper and it costs 1 blocker. The attack don't really matter, but it's a 1k anyways. Our little favourite little blocker for red deck. 3 of the Juro with a 1,000 counter, 3 cost, 4,000 attack, and when attacking, if you have 3 or less life cards, which this leader has straight away, you can gain 1 Don from your Don deck and set it as active. 4 of these lovely little cards. You've got to put a Don on it like to make it actually do anything, but you can attack low power characters. 1 card that took me a fair number of months to get my hands on, otherwise this deck would not have been viable for me. It's a 2k counter promo, 3 cost, 3,000 Monkey D. Luffy. Being a promo, I managed to go into a bookstore one day and just pick up 4 of them. They just gave me them over the counter, and I was well chuffed with that and happy. So Don times 2, this character gains 2,000 power. It's also good in VV decks as well, if anybody has the idea for that. I know I have. So I'll play 4 of those for a 2k counter. Next one, the 2k counter will be the Usohachi. 2,000 for its counter, 3 cost and 4,000 attack. And Don times 1, when attacking, you have 8 or more Don cards on the field, rest up to 1 of your opponent's characters with a cost of 4 or less. This is one of the cards you'll use when it's actually needed, as well as 2k counter. And same with the next one for Franosuke. 2k counter, 5 cost, 4,000 attack. At Don X1, it becomes a rush. The attack itself is a bit low, however, again, just like the Usopp, it's a card you'd use when you need it, and it could be a winning card. So 4 of them, so altogether that's 12 2k counters. Next is another lot of blockers, which is Queen. It's pretty obvious, purple decks always use Queen. I don't think I've come across any that don't, although, once again, it's a 1,000 counter at the cost of 5, 6,000 attack, and on play, Don -1, draw 2 cards, and then trash 1 card from your hand. Still one of the best blockers out there. Next, I need to get my hands on 1 more of these, which is the Anniversary Luffy. So 5 cost, 6,000 power, gains rush, although if you give it 2 extra Don on top, when attacking, your opponent cannot activate blocker during this battle. Game winning cards all over for red decks. Pretty normal really, especially this day and age. They've been out since set 1. I went there to begin with set 1. Next we have the Starter Deck 10 Sanji. I mean, why not? Apart from the counter 1,000, cost of 6 and 6,000 power. But on play, if your opponent has a character with 5,000 or more power, which chances are by turn 4 onwards is great for them, it gains rush during the turn, so you can swing straight into your opponent's leader. Again, most have 5,000 attack and only about 2 have 6,000, at least up to this day. And last but not least, as a friend of mine calls it, Cocaine Luffy. The cost of 10, 12,000 attack, no counter. On play, Don -10. Place all your characters except this character to the bottom of your deck in any order. Then take an extra turn. However, if you activate your main once per turn, you play this leader power to gain 1 Don because you're now on 0. Then you rest 1 to gain another Don from the cost 10 Luffy itself, so it puts you straight on 2 Don. And then you go for your next turn and you gain an extra 1 from this character again, as well as your 2 extra for your turn, so that puts you on 5. And that's where your choppers come into play if you have them in your hand. Now for the events, we have 3 of the In 2 Years at Sambaudi Archipelago. Basically a cost 1, look at 5 cards from the top of your deck, reveal a Straw Hat Crew type character. Not an event. And then place the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order. However, its trigger is activate the card's main effect. Chances are you've only got 3 life. You want to keep it as much as possible until you get to the cards you need. Then we play Guard Point, 3 of these. 1 cost, you gain 3,000 power to a leader or character. And then trigger up to one of your leader or character cards gain 1,000 power during this turn. Needed if the trigger is used. Then we play 4 of the all brilliant, amazing Radical Beam that got banned at one point to 1. However, it's a cost 1 counter. Up to your leader or character gains 2,000 power. Then if you have 2 less life cards, you gain an extra 2,000. Yes, it is really good. I can see why it got banned to begin with, or restricted, sorry. Then trigger, up to one of your leader or character cards gain 1,000 power during this turn. And last, what a lot of people don't like using even in purple decks alone, is Judgment of Hell. If you're on 10 Don, it doesn't really matter about this minus cost, so you're minusing 1 Don, targeting 2 of your opponents, either characters or his leader, so they all lose 3,000. And then its trigger is if your opponent has 6 or more Don cards on their field, your opponent returns 1 Don card from their field to the Don deck. In my eyes, you don't want to be using this trigger. You want this card in your hand. Again, you've only got 3 life cards. You want to protect it as much as possible. So with that, I'm going to thank you all for listening and watching. If you'd like to leave a subscribe and a like on the video, I'd appreciate it. Although, have a good day.